the club in whatever this position is called, and then walk forward and back. Hello everybody, it's been a while since I've put out a video. No particular reason except the weather has been kind of bad and I haven't been able to work out outside, and at least recently I've not been recording my workouts at the gym. They don't seem to garner as much attention as my outdoor workouts, and sometimes it feels like a wasted effort. So I've been, whenever I do work out outside, or most of the time that I work out outside, I'm able to record. Last week was really rainy and surprisingly cold too for this time of year. But yeah, that's why there was no video, but that doesn't mean I haven't been working out. I've been working out at the gym mainly. I've also been doing some swimming. Not too much, but like I think in the past 2 weeks I've gone like 3 times or 4 times. So yeah. Anyway, all of that's besides the point. It's June 2nd, around 6 p.m. and yeah, I'm in my backyard. Going to do so. I want to do somewhat of a focus on lower body, but that doesn't mean it's exclusively going to be lower body. At least in the past week, I haven't done too many squats or lower body or movements that involve the lower body. Like even the sled, I haven't. When I went to the gym, I didn't really do too much sled. It was like mostly upper body stuff. So yeah, and even with the kettlebell complexes, from what I remember, or at least what I feel, I didn't do a whole lot of like squats or anything. So yeah, today I'm going to do some of that. I also don't think I have been carrying too much. By carries, I mean carrying a weight like either in farmer carry or on shoulder rack or overhead, and moving some distance. So I haven't done that for a while. So I'm going to do some of that for sure. And as usual, well, not as usual, with my steel mace and stuff, I'm going to do some steel mace and club movements. Anyway, starting off with steel mace, single hand swings to forward rotation, to switch hands, forward rotation. I'm going to do this 10 times on each side. And I get that this has nothing to do with carries or legs, but that's going to be the second part of this superset. Like steel mace, single, or I guess any, just the 360s in general with the steel mace are a good movement to do really early on in the workout, because it kind of gets a lot of muscles firing. While doing this with the steel mace, I have to be aware of my toes. If I like lose track of the trajectory that the head of the mace is taking, my toes might get hit by the mace. But this movement is really good on the forearms. Well, not good on the forearms, but well, it works the forearms really well. And the shoulders and back. I believe that was 10. Then with my 80-pound kettlebell, going to walk forward, then backward, then clean the weight up, do 5 squats. The floor is uneven. I need to focus on my core a little bit more. While doing the exercise on one shoulder, you really feel the core firing. Like the abs have to be super engaged in order to maintain balance. So yeah, this is what I'm starting off with. I'm going to do like 4 or 5 sets of this. I did 2 sets prior to this one, but with a lighter weight on the kettlebell. So yeah, I'm going to do 5 sets of this. The next 2 I'm going to stick with the same weight. I think the weights that I used just now are plenty hard. But yeah, on to the next. This next set of movements is kind of long and grueling. So, starting with my 30-pound mace. Yeah, I'll just talk through as I'm doing it. So, starting off with 5 360s with my left hand overhand. After 5 each side, or 5 on one side, I'm going to rest it on my shoulder. Then, while it's on my shoulder, I'm going to do a cross-body kettlebell deadlift with my 80-pound kettlebell. So it's kind of awkward to pick it up while balancing the steel mace. Then, while holding on to it, I'm going to walk forward and then reverse. It's hard to maintain a center of balance while holding the weights in the, I guess, combination that I'm doing now. And so that's where the challenge comes. It's definitely weird and awkward, and I realize it completely that this probably looks really goofy, but it is what it is. I like doing weird stuff. Then I'm going to do 3 deadlifts. Then I'm going to drop the kettlebell and with the steel mace still on my shoulder. Going to do 5 squats. Then I'm going to do 3 lunges on each leg. And after that, repeat on the other side. So now right hand overhand. And then the deadlift. So let's say you're at a regular gym without any of this kind of equipment. You can, well, let me just get on with my set. Yeah, so you can do this to some degree with dumbbells. So keep one dumbbell on your shoulder and then another one in your opposite hand, and then walk around for a bit and then do some squats, and you'll get a very similar stimulus to what I'm doing right now, except for the steel mace 360 part of things. But for like the lunges and the squats and stuff, you can just kind of offload your or offset load your body with some sort of combination of dumbbell loading, so one on the shoulder, one to your side, or something like that. I'm gonna call those knapsack squats or something, because it's kind of like a knapsack. Then with my 35-pound club, I'm going to do 2-hand pullovers. Is this 25? No, this is 25. I wanted to do 35. So my left hand overhand. Going to go for 5. And then switch sides. So yeah, a pretty long set of movements and pretty taxing as well. The kettlebell plus steel mace carry is definitely, it's not lost on me that it's kind of weird looking and awkward, but it does recruit muscles in the body in like a really unique way, and I like that kind of stuff. 4 sets of this. This was my 3rd set. On to the next. So for the final set of movements before I move into some kettlebell juggling, going to use my 45-pound club for so it's going to be a side to side swing with a squat. So it looks like this. Starting with my left hand overhand, going to swing right on my right shoulder, squat, switch the overhand, so now go right hand overhand, swing, squat, and repeat. Doing this for 5 times on each side. With this weight, swinging it requires quite a bit of strength. At least for me it does. 40 pounds in the club world goes a long way. And then with the offset load of the club on the shoulder, the movement might feel fairly light on the legs on their own, but the rest of the body that has to adapt to all the offset load on the shoulder, having to tighten the core and stuff like that, it makes the movement overall more taxing. Then with my 15-pound club and 45-pound kettlebell, I'm going to keep the kettlebell overhead and the club in whatever this position is called, and then walk forward and back. Going to do this twice. And then do 5 pullovers while keeping the kettlebell overhead. And then repeat on the other side. So yeah, overall, pretty taxing stuff. Mostly all of these movements that I've done today. There is a lower body and carry focus for sure, but also all the awkward loading. So like a lot of people, when they think of abs, they think of the twists and stuff, which is a very key component. But another time that the core stays constantly active is when there is an offset load that you just have to carry on one side of the body. And so yeah, all this awkward loading where the body has to compensate for all of it is a capacity of the body that should be worked quite a bit in my opinion. But yeah, 4 sets of this and then probably some juggling. Alright, on to some kettlebell juggling. I actually haven't freestyle juggled since the last video I've made. I have flipped a kettlebell, usually in between a complex or something like that as a transition move, but not any freestyle juggling. But usually, one second. Excuse me. Usually that tends to be enough to retain my juggling skills, even having not freestyle juggled or done any drills or anything like that. But yeah, let's see how this goes. That was going good till that happened. I want to finish a proper sequence though with that exact starting. That ending wasn't too spectacular, but I wanted to land a proper sequence. Or by proper, I mean end with a static. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for juggling too. That workout, it was surprisingly difficult. I'm going to go on a walk now, at least 3 miles, probably 4. And then that'll be it for my activity for today. I haven't been recording my gym workouts, but if that's something enough people want to see, just let me know in the comments or something, and I'll post more of my gym workouts. Yeah, but that's all for today's video. See you all in the next one.